Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Just wondering if you can hear me. Just let me know. It's not really working on my end because it's not loading.
I'll go join my Switch and see if it's working.
You can hear me? Okay, cool.
Anyway, welcome back to the stream.
Awesome. I had myself muted while I was doing my mic check, but it won't load on my end. Good morning, dog lover. It's going to be a short Blood and Beans today.
It's like little bite size.
Yeah, bite size. Going to be a half an hour Blood and Beans today instead of the full hour. My wife, and I'll admit I was frustrated this morning. Probably could have had better bedside manner. She had to go to emergent care. She's got problems in her abdomen. They think that maybe she's been lifting too much or something like that. So a good chunk of my morning today was spent sitting in emergent care and stuff like that. And I still want to take the child on a hike today. So, well, the good thing is, dog lover, is they've got her. They sent out bloods, and they're just gonna make sure that she's okay. And she's got meds and stuff like that. Yeah, I know. And I was frustrated, and angry because
they sent out my
the week I've had, and then yesterday going to the vet all morning, and then today I was just like, oh, we have to go what and go where, and I was so I fully admit it.
I told them we could do this first.
I do apologize to my wife. I love her very much, and once I realized exactly, once we got home and she told me, and I could see really the kind of pain she was in, I did kind of worry because I love her very much. So anyways, happy Sunday to you. That's just a good reminder that even some people that a lot of people consider to be the best people, everybody makes mistakes. And it's okay as long as you can own up to them. But moving on, I really want to know if anybody's seen Spiral. If anybody has seen the new Saw movie that just came out, would really like to get your feedback on it, because I would like to see it. Also, we're not pirates. We don't
I'll
do
send
those
an apology
things.
letter if I have to. You can go kiss my ass.
Jabba is rolling around on the ground because he has a collar now.
We're gonna take him on hikes sometimes. Take him camping and stuff.
Yeah, Jabba's going on hikes.
I have a new carrier. He has a little vest with a.
He loves his carrier.
He does too.
It's like a little tent for him, and like as soon as we've brought it home for him, like he's
kicked his mother out.
He did. Get out of my house. He really likes his little cat carrier, like a little tent.
If it wasn't so cold, I'd let him stay in my tent at camp.
Also, my experiences with Shudder streaming service. I just want to say, I mean, obviously, no one's giving me money to advertise or bump or anything. So this is, but the movies. Wolf Creek was a little bit slow moving.
I like it.
It
But
was a thief.
I've seen the whole first season now, and the last episode of the first season was really good because it explains a lot and it adds a lot more to the rest of the movies and stuff like that. It has gives you a mixed backstory, basically. I'll set you back up during the week. I'll show you the folder.
I'm stealing a pizza Pringle.
Go for it. You can have some.
Poggest
You
of
can
the
have some.
Pringles.
The poggest of the
Dad
Pringles.
Dipping them in bacon horseradish.
I
That's
was.
disgusting.
What? It's bacon horseradish pizza.
Ooh.
It's
No,
like
it's not. It doesn't taste like pizza. It tastes like a weird Pringle. Because it is a weird Pringle.
it tastes like pizza.
Good
like-
if
I
you-
taste pizza in
I
those
don't
Pringles.
taste pizza. The pizza, I taste not.
Dog lover says ick to the horseradish bacon pizza.
No,
Yeah, it was pretty good stuff.
doesn't taste like a pizza.
Those Pringles do taste like pizza. Also the Creep Show series. Oh my god. Like
That's good.
there's a Creep Show TV series on Shudder. And yeah, I just can't say anything but oh my god. It's nice. It's nice to be able to sit back and watch some old school 80s style horror that is done absolutely right. And I don't got to put in any work for it. I could just sit back and relax.
You don't have to write it.
Or narrate it. It's just like, let's sit back and just watch this. And it is enjoyable. So I'm really enjoying Shudder. Hey, Manny. Good morning. Good morning. And by the way, good morning, Frank. Formally, good morning, CJ. And formally, good morning, Dog Lover. Don't know if I said that before. Just
morning.
wanted to get the stream off with a good note. With a good note.
Good morning and welcome back.
I want to reassure you that yes, Pockets, my wife, she's on the mend. They did say it was good we brought her in today. If she had waited one more day, she probably would have been in the ER, rushed to the hospital. So at least we went and we took her this morning. She's on some medication, and
She's not gonna die.
she's doing well. She's a little bit of pain, but she's doing okay.
They gave me the medications that you use for kidney stones.
Everybody loves Pockets. Everybody loves you.
Everybody, I'm gonna pee orange. It's gonna be like a magic trick.
I don't
That's
think you
true.
should show that on America's
This
Got
is your
Talent.
first Blood and Beans, isn't it, Dog Lover?
Oh my god. Hello.
And these are just random talking streams.
It's like a podcast.
Kind of. But usually podcasts, there's an itinerary, there's special guests today and blah, blah, blah. And then they have like, we're going to talk about this.
My podcast is not like that.
Like this
Although
is
mine doesn't exist yet.
literally waking up, sipping coffee or whatever it is that you drink in the morning on Sundays. And it's supposed to be a very chill Sunday wake up thing.
That I know how to speak English. By the way, guys, speaking of podcasts, not only does my father have a podcast, which you should totally check out, by the way. I don't know what it's called because he hasn't told me.
Sutton's Scares.
Sudden Scares. Check that out on everywhere. And everywhere. And I'm going to start a podcast Rudy on YouTube, and it's going to be called The Podcast. So I'll let you guys know when that happens, because it hasn't happened yet. So, woo!
I'll be looking forward to that. Phoenix Lockhart podcast. I'd watch that. I'd listen to that.
Did you get papers?
Well, of course you'll listen to that. I don't think I really have a choice.
I can know when I go out. But yes, Shudder. If you guys are wondering about Shudder, that is
Good
awesome.
investment.
But I am guessing since no one's responded, nobody's seen Spiral. I know a couple of people were going to go watch it yesterday. Just looking forward to see what the response is. But I'm probably going to watch it anyway. Even if the response comes back as, it's stupid, it's terrible.
Yeah, but
You're gonna watch
I'm
it anyway.
still going to watch it.
People will say that, and then Rotten Tomatoes gives it like a 98%,
I don't trust critic reviews of
I trust
movies.
Rotten Tomatoes, though.
Even them. Because there's some movies that they give really poor scores to that, me, I absolutely love.
Bazinga.
Bazinga Zubelflu.
What?
I don't know. It's my gibberish word. I believe so. Yeah. I think we've seen it once, though.
I think one more movie.
Escape Room. You know me.
No, we have not watched that yet.
I thought we have.
Nope. I don't think so.
Okay. She says we haven't, but we'll have to watch that. But I still have to watch Spiral. because it looks like the best Saw movie since Saw.
It's got Chris Tucker in it.
I know. And Samuel L. Jackson.
Hello.
Want to play games, motherfucker? I love it. But it looks
These
good.
motherfucking plays
The
are
first Saw
snakes
movie
on
was
this
great.
motherfucking shit.
I loved the first Saw movie because there was mystery in it. There was suspense. You didn't know what was going on. You felt like you were trapped in that room with those two
Yeah.
guys, which is what the whole story was about.
Yep.
Was that just one trap, one game. The whole movie was one game.
Well, no, his family was being held
But it was
Yeah,
still one game.
by the guy.
It wasn't they were setting up different games and this person had to play this game and then they went to the next spot in the warehouse and had to play this game and then like I liked the first one. I liked the third one.
The second one was kind of dull.
I liked 6. It was okay. But my
It was
favorite
okay.
one was the first one. The first one was really, really good. And the new one, the Spiral, kind of looks to be kind of in that same vein, where that's not the whole thing is one big game, but it's a mystery again. You don't really know who Jigsaw is. That's one of the things I thought that the Jigsaw series, or the Saw series, like kind of just
What?
I don't know. It like first off, they revealed their killer too quickly, and in part 2, he's feeble and captured by the police and can't move. And like, all right, so you've already taken your main villain, and the rest of the series in part 3, when he dies, it's all backstory. It's all explaining
I like that.
who Jigsaw was before he died.
I like that because
But
they
they
showed
should
why
have
Jigsaw
Taken their
turned to be
time.
Jigsaw.
It felt like they rushed his character to me.
in
They,
the third one.
if you were planning, and maybe they weren't planning on doing like 7 or 8 movies, maybe they were planning on doing like 2 or 3, and that's why they rushed it a bit. But if they were planning on doing like 7 or 8 Saw movies, they should have extended that out a bit. Not made him feeble and captured by the police in part 2,
He was-
just barely
he had
escaped
fast
with
acting kids.
with the skinny female that just like is not. She was taught to do things. I get it, but I don't know. It just
And
was
she
too
told
far
me
fetched
that
for
because
me.
She was cutting.
Thoughts on Night of the Living Dead, 1968. I mean,
really loved
I
that one.
2004 and Dawn of the Dead 2004 and 1978. I mean, obviously, I like both of those. I like the original better. Love Tom Savini's effects. I do like Night of the Living Dead 1990. Tom Savini also did the effects in that as well. I'm a really, really huge fan of the original 1968 Night of the Living Dead, the black and white version. Barbara, the girl who played Barbara, her name was Judith O'Day. I got to meet her. Like, she was an old lady when I met her. Nicest person ever. I met her at a convention. I actually got to give her a hug. So that was really cool. And Candyman's, same thing, Manny. I'm a huge fan of the Candyman's.
I like
The first 2 are really good. The third one wasn't a big fan of. It was all right, but it was not as. I really liked the second one. The remake the sequel actually, and I've talked about this in a previous stream. The sequel that's coming out this year looks absolutely phenomenal. So again, really stoked for that.
I know this has like nothing to do with the topic, but I mean, it
No,
guess
change. Let's go.
I
Change
guess it's
topic.
kind of
Switch
a-
gears.
I guess it's kind of with movies. I think it was asteroids or something in Star Wars were made out of potatoes.
That's
That
because,
makes sense.
That's because they had it on such a small scale.
An asteroid kind of, or a potato kind of looks like an asteroid.
It does if you rough it up and throw dirt on
Maybe.
it.
It's good to know.
I
Gotta
just
get
had
me
that thought
some-
in my brain. I was
Some
like, wait.
potato asteroids here. We can start
And there
making
you
some
go, having
movies
some old.
on strings.
You just got like a really old fact from like a really young kid.
Mhm.
We had a whole like thing on.
I've trained
May
this giving
4th?
old school like movie trivia.
No, it's because at school we had this whole thing on May 4th, and they were like, and one of the questions were like, what are the asteroids in Star Wars actually made out of? And then I looked it up and I was like, potato! I love potatoes.
Interesting. Wasn't it one of your teachers that thought it was really awesome that you got all of the Karate Kid references?
Yeah, it was my
Miss
second
Fiore?
step teacher, and it was last year. And I was like, wait a minute. This is like a Muppets ripoff and a Karate Kid ripoff. Teaching kids about whatever the lesson was. I can't remember.
Oh, I'm glad it stuck with you.
She is the only kid in her class to make the correlation that they were spoofing Karate Kid.
Well, that was last year.
Yes.
That was last year.
And the
they
teacher
showed us
thought it was
again.
amazing because the teacher obviously got that they were spoofing it too, and you were the only kid in the class. So I'm just proud of your 80s knowledge. There's nothing wrong with that.
And then in my class, they showed us again.
Hey, Lucas. Good
Yeah,
morning.
American.
Happy Sunday.
And they showed us it again, and then like me and two other people got it, and I was in. So popular.
Smart.
And she likes the 80s.
And I'm terrible at math.
I'm convinced that by the time she's 20, she's going to be wearing denim and driving a Trans Am.
My father thought I'd be dressing in flannel and
Yes, he
driving
was.
a Mack truck.
Tony Todd was can't remember the guy's name, but he was like that main side character opposite of Judith O'Dea in Night of the Living Dead. Yep. Only he didn't die at the end, I think. Did he? Yes. No, he did. He did. He did die at the end, but in the original, the guy wasn't turned into a zombie. He was just killed because they thought he was a zombie. And then in the remake, he did turn into a zombie and he was killed. Sorry, it has been forever since I've seen the Night of the Living Dead remake. Usually when October, actually when September rolls around and we start our horror movie marathon, which lasts 2 months because we have so many movies to watch. Even in that 2-month span, there's so many movies that I have and I love and we watch that I really don't have time to watch 2 versions of Night of the Living Dead. I don't even think I got to watch Dawn of the Dead or Day of the Dead last year. I think the only thing we watched was the black and white version of Night of the Living Dead.
That's because we were busy with Zombieland.
I love Zombieland.
Zombieland's a good movie.
Amazing. I like the second one, but I like the first one.
But you can thank
Zombieland.
George Romero for all of your modern incarnations of zombies. Like before that, zombies were like way different. They were created through like hoodoo magic. George Romero basically created the modern zombie trope with Night of the Living Dead.
Now everything is literally
As
just
Sabrina
zombies.
suggests, because the older ones, in the older movies, were the mortals that actually started making the zombies slower.
But now, like, every movie now is just based off of zombies. And it's depressing. It's sad. Which is literally just depressing. So I don't know why I said sad afterwards. But still. It's not a good.
It's good. Dog lover. It's not for everybody. Not everybody can watch a black and white movie nowadays because everybody's so used to like high def and special effects and stuff like that. But there was even, I think this past October, whenever it was, we set up the game room. We actually had 80s movie night, and we all went into the game room and watching old 80s movies on an old 80s TV.
And I made people like Rice Krispie treat snacks, and I put a Kit Kat on it.
It was
Put it in the
fun.
microwave, and it was like a s'more, but without the graham cracker, and it was amazing.
It was amazing.
I
Good
remember
times.
in school, it was actually like a week ago, we watched a Titanic movie, not like the Hollywood one, obviously. But it was in black and white, and it was a Titanic movie. And everybody was like, ew, why is it in black and white? And I'm like, why do you care? Why care? Why?
I don't know.
Why do you care?
Because people don't like black and white movies now.
Why?
Because
They're dinguses, that's why.
they think that they're outdated and the movies just don't hold up and they're boring or not visually stimulating enough. There's much you're expecting much less. But I mean, how many old movies that are black and white are still just really, really good? I mean, look at the original Psycho. I love the original Psycho movie and Night of the Living Dead. I mean, those two movies are, yes, they're both in black and white, but they're fantastic. They're fantastic movies. That's just how some people are. And you know what, Frank? I like the Andy Griffith Show. I would still watch it as well. I can whistle the instrument.
You can whistle anything.
Well, not anything.
There are a lot of blue M&Ms.
Most things I can whistle. The claw decides who will stay and who will go. Sorry, Toy Story just had to jump into my head there. Yeah, I mean, I guess when I watch Spiral, I'll obviously let you guys know my thoughts on it and stuff like that. That's something that I tend to do. This really wasn't created to do movie reviews. And last week, the child kind of took the lead on the stream, and it was amazing.
It's a different type from the other one. I'm sorry.
It's a different type?
It's a different type. It has chocolate chips and stuff. That's all I care about.
Those look like peanut butter chips.
They're not.
It's like with the Lucky Charms all over again.
Yeah.
It's a
You
peanut
eat all the
butter chip.
marshmallows and
Yes,
then
it is. It's a peanut butter chip.
No, it is
It's
not.
not Lucky Charms.
It's a liar. Wait, no, that's chocolate.
No, it's not. It's peanut butter.
That is chocolate.
I
Eat
understand.
one. Eat one.
I'm not buying this.
No, you grabbed the wrong one. You're supposed to grab like the actual chocolate chip.
That's not a chocolate chip.
That is a chocolate chip. This is the peanut butter chip.
Oh, it's got peanut butter chips in it too. Well, have fun trying to distinguish between those two.
I can. There's two different colors. One's like a coffee color, and then one's like a.
That's too ridiculous to try and pick those out. You gotta understand, it's trail mix with raisins and M&Ms and peanuts and.
I'm a genius. I'm making a Reese's peanut butter cup, but with chocolate chips.
Did you tell that we got a snack crate from Thailand?
No, Pocket's also got a snack crate from Thailand.
Which we have to
along
open
with her
on camera.
bubble baths. Well, Mommy already ate something out of there. It was the chocolate chews.
I put the thing back.
But we'll try the rest of them. You haven't tried them yet, and I haven't looked at the rest of them, all the stuff in the snack crate either. So today, maybe when we get back, we'll pull out the GoPro and
You should do it too.
Yeah, it's not like you gotta do like anything real heavy lifting or anything. Chips aren't heavy.
I'm going to now give you a review of a chocolate Reese's Pieces.
I like Abbott and Costello. There's nothing wrong with that
Abbott
news.
and
It shouldn't be a
Costello are
guilty
awesome.
pleasure. That's the thing. Shouldn't be. Silent movies, I mean, those are a little harder for me to get through. I'll admit that. I can see the appeal, but I mean, just modernize it and dub some lines in, please.
Okay,
Those I find a little bit harder to get through. But I don't know. I
Okay,
like
so
older movies.
the chocolate chip peanut butter cup thing does taste like a peanut butter cup. A cup of peanut butter.
But
What do you mean but? There's no but.
there's no buts.
There's no but. But it's cheaper. No, it's not.
No, it's not. That
You
just
can buy just a bag.
I think that came from your school.
It did come from my school.
That'll be good on our little hike today.
If I don't
Since
eat it all.
Pockets has to stay home because she can't do any hiking, I'm gonna take Shiloh. Just take her down to the Hudson River, which is half a mile. It's not anything real huge or anything like that. Get a little sunshine and fresh air.
That's good. That's a good
Well, at
idea.
least you're enjoying it.
I'm a big brain.
You are a big brain. I agree.
Although there is no cashews. I would have released the raisins for the cashews.
I don't know what you're.
Shiloh's review of Archer Fire. Archer Fire. I don't know English. One time I was on the bus and I was talking to my friends and I literally said I don't know how to speak English.
English?
One time I said Columbus instead of Columbus. Reading out loud. Anyway, Archer Farms Monster Trail Mix with peanuts, M&Ms, milk chocolate candies, raisins, chocolate chips, and peanut butter chips. Peanut butter chips.
Keep going.
That was it.
That's it.
I said peanut butter chips.
Peanut butter tricks.
Can I have
Crisps. Wait a minute. If in England, in a lot of places, if like potato chips are crisps, then what are chocolate chips? Like I know fries. Wait, yeah, I know fries are chips.
Yeah.
And chips are crisps. So like,
What are chocolate chips?
what are chocolate chips? Chocolate crisps? Because that would be like a potato.
No,
covered in
they're not
chocolate.
crispy, and they're probably not. Maybe they're called.
Look it up. Look up what Siddle means too. I keep forgetting to do
You know, we do keep forgetting to do that. I'm looking that up first.
Yeah.
Can you hand me the tobacco?
What does Siddle mean? Is it not a word? Why is Sussy Baka up there? I'm going to scream.
Okay,
It's spelled
Siddle.
with D's.
Siddle is washing fruit in an aggressive manner.
So it was a glitch.
You have to understand. See, Shiloh and I have been playing Wind Waker, and I have noticed this too because I used to play it all the time on the GameCube. I have dog lovers like what? I have, and I'll spell it for you too. Okay, and you guys can go ahead and you can go if you have Wind Waker, you can check this out for yourself. While I was playing it on the GameCube, I thought to myself, that's strange because when you walk up to a wall, like some parts of the game, you can't just walk through like a spot, like you're on a ledge. You have to go up against the wall and press yourself against the wall, put Link against the wall, and then like move across the wall, like across a tight ledge. And when you do put yourself against the wall, the action button that makes you do this says Siddle. And I always wondered, is it supposed to be slide? Maybe I spelled it wrong. Maybe
It's spelled with D's.
okay. Well, let's try it with these.
SIDDLE.
No, it's only one D. I remembered it so well
Okay.
because I spelled it in
It's an intransitive verb.
What did it mean?
It means to go or move with one side foremost, especially in a furtive advance.
So I guess kind of?
It's a very loose.
Big.
Yeah, I don't understand why they couldn't just put slide or.
I like aggressively washing fruit.
I like that too.
Better.
I'm going with aggressively washing fruit, but
Every
but-
time we just slide against the wall, we're siddling.
we're
Let me just-
aggressively washing fruit.
Yeah.
Anyways, I never understood this, so I'm like thinking it's a typo. So we go and we play HD version. This is decades later, and it's translated. It's still there.
Maybe it's
Everything's updated.
I don't know what slide in Japanese is, so I would have to.
Even the other one, that it doesn't make much sense. That's not to favor one side and for a furtive advance or what. That's not siddling.
It's
You're still not siddling when you're going against the wall like that. That's not.
You're
what
aggressively washing fruit.
You're aggressively washing fruit. That's what you're doing. I
Yes.
agree.
Stupid fruit. We were gonna look up something else.
I've used abscond a lot. I've never seen that word.
What?
I gotta learn how to pronounce it.
Abscondo.
Absquatulate.
Why?
Absquatulate. It means to leave abruptly. Usually, like to leave abruptly.
Well,
It doesn't say in fear though. It says just leave abruptly. Some overthrown dictator who had to absquatulate to the USA. So not that he was in fear. But either way, I mean, it definitely could be used because it's leaving in a hurry. Like absconding. Absconding means to escape. To abscond.
we have
So
to
I was
look up
talking
what
to
chocolate
Shiloh.
chips are
That's
called.
I'm gonna have to use that word.
We have to-
Absquatulate.
We have to look
Thank
up
you.
what chocolate chocolate chips are called in England?
Well, I would say you're right, Lucas, because if you have to leave in a hurry, I mean, 9 times out of 10, you're fleeing in a hurry due to fear. So I'm going with you're right. I'm definitely not trying to prove you wrong. Like, you're definitely right there. Abscond, yeah, I was just telling Shiloh that means to escape. So I'm going to be using your word. Thank you for bringing that to my attention. And in fact, that is going to be my new word of the day.
Well, now we have to look up what chocolate
You didn't
chips are
even know what
called in the UK.
litigious meant.
Oh, now we got what are chocolate chips called in what, the UK?
England, in the UK, London, every other place.
I don't know whatever they're
Oh,
calling it that way.
I'm gonna say lumps.
Lumps?
Yep.
That's what they use.
I'm just gonna say
sugar.
chocolate crisps.
That's-
Maybe they are just
that's
called chocolate
sugar.
chips. Do you know
One
that
lump or
a
two.
scone is a pancake?
Scones are so dry.
You're drunk. Because you're not.
Seltzer, fries, chips, candy, cotton candy, cookies,
I
or
already know
biscuits. I already know that.
I know that in Australia, chocolate chip cookies are called chalky bickies.
Morsels.
Morsels. I don't like that. It sounds like mortals.
Why do you think Nestle Toll House morsels?
That's what they're called. They're called morsels.
Because
I still would have went with lumps.
I like lumps.
lumps is know your etiquette.
Computer.
Hello.
Just use the keyboard.
Hello, it's
That
Sadie
is
calling.
I was
Star
talking
Trek.
into the mouse. It was a Star Trek 4 reference. Yes, that's the one where they go back in time to save the whales.
That's awesome because it was made by Leonard Nimoy himself. He wrote it and he directed it and he played in it.
You have ruined
Yeah, but-
every Star Trek for me.
But that's not. You say it like it's a good thing.
It is. He did such a good job. I love that movie.
I wasn't fond of it.
I ate too many chocolate chips and
There
now I'm
was way
sick.
too many pop culture references in
There was supposed to be.
that's the thing
Because
about
they were
pop
going
culture
back to the
references
20th
in a timeless movie. Pop culture
Hello,
references.
Devane. Sorry if
Pop
I
culture
said that wrong.
changes. So therefore, all those references are no longer relevant.
Anyway.
I like it when he goes to go pawn off his glasses. Weren't those a gift from Dr. McCoy? And there will be again. It's a beauty.
See, that's what I liked about the Psycho remake. Because everybody, hi Devane, happy Sunday morning to you. Psycho remake, Psycho with Norman Bates. Before there was the TV series Bates Motel, which I am not a fan, not a fan.
God, that was dumb.
But the remake of Psycho with Vince Vaughn, I believe, played Norman Bates. Anthony Perkins played Norman Bates in the original. Anthony Perkins did such a great job, by the way. I love the original Psycho. I've watched it inside and out. Love that movie. The remake paid so much attention to the original. Now, a lot of people say, like, when you do a remake, like, you shouldn't. But Psycho was one of those movies where you can remake it and not change a thing, because the original was done in black and white, and it was so just remake it in color with fresh actors. The script, I'm pretty sure, was exactly the same. And Vince Vaughn even got Anthony Perkins' little facial tics down to a freaking T. But they updated things. Like, people had cell phones. Instead of stealing $40,000, Marine Crane stole $400,000. So they updated things that should have been updated, but they kept the movie exactly the same, which
Was Potter.
one of my favorite remakes of all time is the Psycho remake, mostly for that reason. They even threw in references to the sequels. Like in part 3, the person that gets pushed down the stairs and falls into that the cherub statue with the bow and arrow, and they get impaled on the arrow. In the remake of the original Psycho, when he goes in the house, you see that statue sitting at the bottom of the stairs. That's a nod to a sequel of the original. Like, bravo to them. Thank you for giving such utmost respect to a movie that really deserves it. So,
Lunch break.
Yes, as in a literal shot-by-shot remake. It was, and I'm not saying every remake should be like that, especially people that like, I don't know if you noticed, and I can't pull any examples off of the top of my head, but movies that remake like after 2 years. Like there's a movie, and then 2 years later, there's another movie with the same title and it's the same storyline. There's just a couple of changes. It's a remake.
There was another real Godzilla movie.
Well, yes, but that's what I'm saying. And that wasn't a remake. That was still technically a sequel.
Oh my god.
Those I don't like. But if you're gonna do that, change it drastically. If it's something that is still a great thing on its own, it's just outdated because it was limited by technological limitations and stuff like that. They should never ever remake Star Wars. Ever. Ever, 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 ever. But if for some reason some asshole decided to remake Star Wars, remake it shot for shot. Don't change a thing, just update shit. That's it. Because that movie is great on its own. It's an entity that is still fantastic on its own. Its only limitations were the technological advances of its time.
Yes.
If you're going to remake a movie that you just came out with 2 years ago, change it drastically. I think that's where I stand.
Yeah.
And I know it's an opinion. Everybody's entitled to one. But I'm glad they didn't change Psycho. That was important. I mean, that movie in itself, the original, is a staple for the genre. Am I a furry? I am not a furry.
No, Dad is not a furry.
No, Dad is not a furry.
I'm fine with furries. Do what you want. Be what you want.
I mean, I'm kind of fuzzy, but...
No, but I'm fine with furries. Do what you want. Be what you want. But my father is not a furry.
Yes, no, absolutely. To each their own, for sure. Am I a monster enthusiast? Both.
Yeah. If there was a comma, yes. If there was not a comma, also yes.
It was actually monster-enthusiast. I just paused at the monster and then enthusiast and said yes to both. Maybe. I mean, by monster enthusiast, do I like dressing up as monsters? Yeah, on Halloween.
Everyone.
That's what I do. Every other year, I'm Jason. Actually.
Speaking of which, I'm starting to make my own costumes for Halloween, and this year I'm gonna go as Vanny, which is a FNAF character.
Yup.
Yeah, I have a FNAF shirt on right now.
You do.
I do.
And I think it's great you're making your own costumes for Halloween.
Yeah.
Who's that remind you of?
Didn't you make one for Monica?
I made a lot of theirs, but probably one of the best I made was Monica and Sabrina's Lincoln Ganon costumes.
She was Ganon?
Sabrina was Ganon.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I got her a black cape, black armor. I got her swords that looked like Ganon's two swords, and I made her. I could only find a wig, but I adapted it with a strap and cut it in a way that it gave her a red mustache and beard. So she was Ganon, and Link, it was Monica, and I made her the whole green tunic. I had a plain green, like spring green blanket, and I made the whole tunic, hat, and everything. The belt going. I made her the sword strap, and she had the sword. She had the shield, and she had like the hilt for the sword on her back, so she could pull the sword out. Like I kind of went all out for those kids' costumes that year.
They weren't supposed to wear their costumes.
Yeah, but they let them wear. They said they could wear them anyway because they both look so freaking awesome.
Mm-hmm.
It was funny. But yeah, I still dress up every single year. Once Shiloh is too old to go trick-or-treating, it's going to be time to dress up and go to Halloween parties
then
again.
I will have grandchildren, and then I will still dress up. You will have grandchildren.
Well, once I'm too old to go trick-or-treating or go to Halloween parties, I'm still going to dress up and just sit at my door and wait for trick-or-treaters to show.
Yeah, because if you didn't, you would get murdered.
No, I can just leave candy outside. But dressing up is fun. Halloween's great. It's one day a year I can be somebody else.
I love dressing up in other people's clothes. Identity theft is not a joke, kids. Anyway.
I mean, Samhain is. Halloween is a great holiday. It is so great But I've already started writing for the 13 days of Halloween. I have all the stories planned out. I will be narrating them before August and have the 13 days of Halloween uploaded and ready to go sometime in September.
Is that
So
really so
literally,
great, or is
my Halloween, October for me, begins in April.
Is that really so great, or is that just you working too hard?
I enjoy the 13 days of Halloween. I like putting them up. I watch them.
I like being in them.
And you like being in them. So,
I like voice
good
acting.
morning, Nightmare. How are you? And Halloween is wonderful. I agree.
The last time Father made me voice act was like the last Locust Lake thing.
Summer of Blood. It's coming
and
out in 2 weeks.
I had to swore.
Yes.
Because there was two people. I don't know who the second one was, but the first one was a cop.
No, it's the
and
same
swore
person.
on the cop.
That was
Never mind.
the cop was in Locust Lake Apple a Day. That was last night. The one that you had to swear for was the one you're playing Skeet in Summer of Blood. He's a band member, so you had to swear. So you will all get to hear my child swear in the next Locust Lake story. Summer of Blood coming up.
I've been forced to swore.
Not this weekend, which is Return to Dreamscape Part 2. After that, the following weekend is Locust Lake Summer of Blood.
Okay,
That
wait
story is all done. It's uploaded. If you guys do happen to make it, make sure you bring snacks. It is 55 minutes long. But yeah, good stuff. I think there's 11 different voice actors because Doughboy couldn't get me his lines. He was kind of in the middle of a busy thing last week. So yeah, morning, afternoon, whatever it is. I don't know. I can't keep track anymore. It is whatever the hell it is. Whatever. It's good. I'm here, so whatever it is, it's a good thing. All right. I think I am going to have one more stogie here, and I'm going to go ahead and log out so I can take Shiloh on our hike down to the river. And I agree. It is some time of day. It is the time of day where it is almost time for my hike. I love Sunday hikes. I hope the weather holds out. It should. It'll be a short enough of a hike too. And I'll bring my GoPro so I can take some pictures. I'll post them up on the Discord and stuff for when I get back, for anybody that's, interested. How's your mother? She all right?
Yeah. At the moment, I am saving my life.
Okay.
I don't know where the thing was. She just threw up.
I don't know. I really didn't check the weather. It was sunny when earlier, but I did see clouds in the sky. So let's check. Partly cloudy, 1% chance of rain. Oh no, that's tomorrow.
Why are we weathering? What did I miss?
Oh, there's a 15% chance.
I leave
Which
for
is
like
still
2
not-
minutes and now
It's supposed to be cloudy with a 15% chance of rain. So if it does, it'll probably just be a shower or two. It shouldn't be. It should be fine. Just cloudy, and then mostly cloudy. Goes down to 0% chance for mostly cloudy all night tonight.
Weather with cleaving thought from Moan, everyone.
The weather report with Cleaving Thought from Bone.
Welcome to the weather broadcast. So
Today's upstate New York weather will be.
Why don't you just
So
tell me
this
the
story
reason
today,
why?
this weather today is called Locust Lake, the Legends of Locust Lake. And oh wait, this is weather. Never mind. Oh, whoops, I got fired.
It's the weather of Locust Lake.
It is the weather of Locust Lake. 100% chance of Jacob Treagle.
Oh, you said his name. It's a good thing we're not there.
Uh-oh. We're gonna teleport and then just come back.
You
And
can't
be hunting us down.
be going there next weekend.
We are. He'll know. It's like
Tend your fires. Don't
like a
enter the
dolphin.
black woods and don't speak his name.
Well, I only said it once.
For the murders at the camp did happen, no killer was ever caught. And the camp on the shores of Locust Lake is under new management. And open once again.
And then I have to save it because the entire world is stupid.
And then
And then another person throws a stick into the lake, and then I say,
Well, listen, doggos are gonna be doggos.
But doggo, no. This is why I'm a cat person.
This kid, I tell you. Oh, good. Dog Lover, did you listen to Self-Help? Is that the one that you listened to? If it is, I hope you enjoyed it. That's the Self-Help, Survivors of Locust Lake.
Wait, what day is it? Is today Sunday?
Yep.
Today's Sunday, okay.
Blood and Beans, Sunday morning coffee talk.
Oh, sorry. Whoopsie
I
doodle.
mean, we did have one that was a Monday morning coffee talk because I couldn't get reception at camp. Like this coming Sunday, I'll try again, but I can't make any
We might fail.
We might fail.
Don't chase your brother.
Or do. It's fine. Anyway.
Well, I was super shocked. I have questions. That's good. I'll when I end the stream, you just post them in Discord. I'll answer them real quick before I take off for a hike.
For a hike-a-doodle.
And now our phone is ringing.
And now the phone is ringing. It's Satan. He's calling us.
Is it over there?
We're all gonna
No.
die.
I needed it yesterday.
I don't have it.
Oh, found it. Oh my God. Are these?
Should I?
Oh,
I
Oh
don't
my
know.
God.
I'm
Are
sitting
these-
here.
Are these
After
Sabi
going
and
to
Lockhart
the
socks that I just found?
Yeah.
Where,
They're Cleaving Thought from Bone.
where
The
can
socks.
you get them?
Oh, where can you get them?
Where can you get them?
Where can you get them? It's really easy to get them,
Oh
actually.
my God.
If you're curious and you
I'm
would like to
very
know where to
curious.
get them, there's this great thing called the Cleaving Thought from Bone, the store.
Yes.
And guess what you'll find in this store?
What are you going to find in this store?
You will find all kinds of t-shirts and books and even Locust Lake hoodies and beanies.
Oh my God, that is so poggers. I will be right back. Our cats are trying to murder each
In
other.
fact, I'll go ahead and I will post the link.
Sabrina's on her way over.
I am coming over here now.
So that is the link to the Cleaving Thought from Bone store, where you will find all books and merch if you are interested. Of course, Shiloh had to go ahead and bump that. You should be a mod, because
I agree.
Cut it out.
Oh my God. Stop murdering your mother.
She's yelling
Kitties
at me
are fighting.
too. I can't get up in your mattress.
Thought that counts, Dog Lover. Again, I just wanted to throw the link out there. There's no expectation or anything like that.
I was only 3.
Just wanted to go ahead and put it out there in case anybody was interested. I know I am thoroughly enjoying my Locust Lake hoodie, and I cannot wait for my Locust Lake beanie to get here because it'll go really good with the hoodie because they match. So
It's funny
Exactly.
it's gonna be fun stuff. But yeah, cat attack.
Now,
All right.
Now Leanna's in here.
I got my other daughter. She's on her way over. I want to get ready for this hike, so I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna end this stream. And I want to thank you all for stopping in today. Happy Sunday, and I want to thank you all for the support that you've all given me this week. Those of you that know what had happened and what was going on,
Yes,
the
thank
support that you gave me and my family can't be appreciated with a value. It goes beyond value. Thank you so very, very, very much. I absolutely love you all. Have a great Sunday. I will talk to you for a couple of minutes in Discord. And then once I go for my walk, I'll take some pics with my GoPro and I'll make sure to post them in there as well. Have a great Sunday, everybody. And we'll be seeing you soon.
Ta-ta.
Ta-ta.
Ta-ta. Okay, so I have this idea.